Gear acquisition syndrome. If you haven't experienced this, you're probably not a photographer. There are 4 stages. Peak of inflated expectation. This is what happens when we start to fixate on a new piece of gear, whether it's a camera, whether it's a lens. You start to fantasize. You imagine it will completely change your photography for the better. And eventually you read loads of reviews, you listen to all the influencers, and eventually you part with your hard-earned cash and you buy the said piece of equipment. It's at this point, or rather immediately after you start using this, that you enter the second stage. This is called the trough of disillusionment, or in extreme cases, the slough of despond. And this is what happens when reality collides with your inflated expectations. You realize that this piece is not going to change your life. It is simply going to deliver an incremental improvement if you're lucky. This can be quite devastating. Photography equipment is very expensive. You've spent a lot of your hard-earned savings and you're left with a lens or a camera that's really not doing the job you hoped it would do. Third stage is the slope of enlightenment. And you think to yourself, maybe, just maybe, there's something I can do with this piece of kit. It might work for me. There may be a place in my kit bag for it. And you start to look into it without the blinkers. You assess what this piece of kit can really do. You start reading the manual for the first time, and you find a way of working it into your work stream. And it's there that you enter the nirvana, the plateau of productivity. This is what happens when you're working with a new piece of equipment. It's slotting into your workflow and everything is dandy. The alternative to this is that the piece of equipment goes on the shelf of doom, as I call it, where lenses and camera bodies sit rusting away, never to be used again. Worst case, you could sell it on eBay, make perhaps 50% of what you paid for it, and you'll be kicking yourself ever after. That is gear acquisition syndrome. If you identify with this, you are a photographer.